Do we live in a system that needs us to be poor? What if you found out the economy doesn't just tolerate debt, it feeds on it? As of early 2026, Americans carry $1.3 trillion in revolving credit card debt alone. Think about that. That's huge. And when you add it to the $13+ trillion in mortgage debt in the US, you can't help but gasp a little bit. To put it into perspective, divide that $14.3 trillion by the population of the United States. That equates to almost $42,000 of debt per every one of the nearly 350 million people in the US. That isn't just a side effect of the economy. That's a market, a very powerful one. And powerful markets know how to protect themselves and thrive. For the average American, you're told debt is a tool. Your credit score is everything. A car payment normal. A home equity line unlocks opportunity. A credit card bridges the gap. But when you look closer, you start to notice something. Every solution seems to come with another payment attached, another obligation, another hand in your pocket. A car was supposed to give people mobility. Now for many, it comes with years of obligation attached. The very thing meant to create freedom has, ironically, become the opposite. A home used to represent security. Now people are taught to keep extracting debt from it, to get the nicer kitchen or finance new floors. And this happens again and again and again. That is not financial peace. That is monetized dependence. Proverbs said it bluntly thousands of years ago. The borrower is slave to the lender, not inconvenienced by the lender, slave. Because debt does something deeper than charge interest. It makes you easier to control, less able to walk away, less able to take risks, less free. A bitter irony for a country that calls itself the land of the free. If debt is a multi-trillion-dollar business, do you really think the institutions profiting from it are concerned with your freedom? Or would you expect them to keep finding new ways to extend dependence, roll obligations forward, and keep people owing their entire lives? Buy now, pay later, refinance offers, minimum payments, balance transfers. The list goes on. Debt dressed up as comfort and convenience. And once you see that, a terrifying thought appears. The system needs you poor. It needs you servicing. When you really pay attention, you see how often the system rewards indebted behavior. Pay cash, no rewards, carry balances, and constantly borrow. Entire products are built around you. Debt doesn't just cost interest, it can shape decisions. The job you stay in because you can't miss a paycheck. The business you never start because payments are due. The move you don't make because you're strapped down. The risk you don't take because it could jeopardize your ability to make your payments. That's where debt becomes something much deeper than finance. It begins to govern the possibility of your life. It's a dark power that controls so many Americans. The same tools marketed as freedom, credit, leverage, easy payments, quietly become the chains that make us slaves, not all at once, slowly, comfortably, normal enough not to alarm you, until decades pass, and you realize you've only been renting your future back from lenders. And most people never escape because they keep treating debt as survival, while the system treats it as a product. That's a very different relationship. One side is trying to stay afloat. The other side is monetizing the water. But here's what debt systems hate. People who stop behaving like permanent borrowers. People who begin owning instead of financing. People who build margin, refuse lifestyle inflation to keep up with the Joneses. Drive the reliable car, kill the payment, buy back their time. Because every payment you remove is one less lever on your life. That's why real financial freedom often looks boring. No glamorous hacks, just fewer obligations, more ownership, less servicing the machine. Because every dollar not promised to someone else widens your freedom just a little bit more. Maybe the system does profit when people stay indebted, but it weakens its grip on you the moment you stop confusing borrowed living with prosperity. And maybe freedom begins when you stop feeding the machine.